Hi, welcome back. Hope you've had a good week and I hope you implemented what I talked about last week, which was breaking the job role into tasks and then breaking it further down into knowledge and skills. This week we're going to look at what I think is the most important of those tasks, and that's actually the sales process. When they go out selling, when you're doing that selling on the phone. Now for me, defining selling is really simple. It's finding out what the customer wants, ask them some questions to do that, then checking that you've actually understood it correctly, repositioning those key points for them, summarising, and then, and only then, introducing the relevant and only the relevant bits about your product or service that will solve their issue for them. Now, if you start by doing some preparation before those three elements and finish by actually asking for the business at the end, you have yourself a basic sales structure. And that's the mnemonic that I'm going to use, okay? So those 5 steps in that order, but let me look at how people apply that differently. So we'll take the preparation bit as read and look at the actual sales call. Far too many salespeople come in, ignore the A and the S, and they go straight to the I. We can do this, we can do that. Look at how good this is. I've seen 3 different salespeople in the course of the last 2 weeks who did exactly that to me. Came in, 10 to 12 minutes about look how brilliant they are. All 3 of them used the same question at the end of it. So, what do you do? At that point, I was seriously tempted to say, I just waste my time seeing people like you banging on about their products. Because that's how I feel at that point. I want somebody who comes in and puts me first when I'm a buyer, okay? That's what customers want. Understand them and then show them what you can do for them. Second way that people sometimes use this structure badly. They go in, they ask a question, they find out a little bit more about a customer, and then all of a sudden they hear something that links to one particular element of their product or service. Out come the books, we can do this, we can do that. And what they found out is an infinitesimally small bit about what turns that customer on or what that customer's issue is. What they need to do is just say, okay, thanks ever so much. Let me bank that, I'll come back to it. Question a little bit further, question a little bit further, and then and only then say to somebody, look, this is how I understand it. You said that's important to you. You said this is important to you. And that bit was particularly relevant. How does that sound to you? Gives them the opportunity to say yes or no before you move on to, well, okay, let me tie in now how we would propose to deal with that. That first element you talked about, this is what we would do. This is the element of our product or service that will help you with that. That second element, this is how we do that, and we've done that with a number of other people as well. Here's an example that would be relevant for you. And that last one, that really big one, let me just show you how we would deal with that. Now, how does that sound to you? If you do that well, closing becomes so simple. I've seen people do loads and loads of different programs on closing and talk about all different types of closing and give them names. Bullshit. If you do the rest of the process right, that bit just becomes, okay, fine, let's go ahead. They'll tell you, they'll ask you, they'll want to go ahead with you. So this week, the task for this week, you, if you're a salesperson, sales manager or sales director, get your team doing this. Just get them to follow that structure. If you can get them to do nothing else over the course of this week, than to make sure that they just keep finding out more about the customer, check they've understood it before they introduce the relevant and only the relevant bits about their product, then you will have made a massive step forward with the team. Good luck with that. I look forward to seeing you next week.